Hello guys, welcome back. I've got all of my Generation 1 Speed Champions cars out on this table. Well, most of them. Some of them are down here on the floor. Little green bricks playing with them right now. Making some realistic sound effects. Well, anyway, wanted to add them all to my Lego City, create some custom car scenes. Just thought it'd be fun to jam-pack a city full of Speed Champions cars. So that's what I'm going to do. Going to pull out all of these modular buildings, put them on some tables, create a new layout, create some new streets. Let's get started. I'm going to go with kind of like a European look with brick-built roads. They're going to be narrow, just wide enough for cars to get through. And the buildings are going to be facing one another, and the road will be right down the middle. And then maybe some alleyways off to the sides. So here's how my little city is coming along. I've got these modular buildings placed on a base plate and a layer of regular plates so that the curb is up above street level. It just makes sense that way. I've got my first car put in. It's a parked car in the alleyway there. That Porsche is owned by the owner of the Old Guarded Inn. So looks like there's going to be a story with each car. Here's my second car added to the city. The owner of this Bugatti just went to the bank. He's making his way back to his car. He has just enough room to get in there. Now, in theory, this road system should work if I connect all of these bricks together and be able to fit base plates in between them. In reality, there's too much stress in all of this connection where I can't put these base plates in no longer. So I'm going to have to divide my road up a little bit. With all of the stress created in the bricks, this is the gap I'm dealing with. So I started a new section of road right here. I'll probably just put a car over it later on. But as of for now, I've got 5 modular buildings placed and 5 cars. I've got two Mustangs in this alleyway and a Ford Fiesta parked in the dirt, obviously, because he likes driving off-road. Well, anyway, these 3 regularly gather at the pool hall. I decided to add some more masonry bricks back here to suggest an alleyway. That'll give me a little bit more room to put some cars back here too, kind of overhanging the modular buildings. This is the police chief's car. That's where he parks to get in to work. Now, I might cover up these studs with some gray tiles later on if I have enough, because right now I'm using a lot up front right here and on this side as well. So I'll just have to see if I have enough to cover up those studs. Now here's the American Diner put in, and we've got some American sports cars surrounding it, including an old Camaro, a Z06 Vet, and over here, a Dodge Charger. Continuing with the back alley, I've got a pair of 911s parked right here. This couple lives at this townhouse, and they thought it'd be adorable to have matching cars. Over on the other side of the street, I've got a continuation of Restaurant Row, with the French Parisian restaurant up next. This F40 parked out front to get his car valeted. Another Camaro is parked at the diner, and a Mini Cooper can be found behind the French restaurant. I now almost have 2 tables covered with the city. I'm coming up to the end. I placed the Boutique Hotel and Palace Cinema at the end, 2 corner modulars, and then the road will just lead into the Natural History Museum. I just thought it was only natural. A pair of McLarens are pulling into the Palace Cinema to meet up with their friend who parked his Senna over here in the alley. No worries, there's security all around. This is a rich town. It's kind of like a Monaco. I've got a hot rod driving through as well. Now that Monaco's been mentioned, a whole bunch of F1 cars have appeared and are surrounding the museum. I've got some space left over on my table, so I'm going to slide my whole city down to allow space for a road on that side. The entire city has been moved over, so I was able to add 8 studs of road over here. And this side, it's coming to the edge of the table as well. And these are the cars I'm left over with that I have to put in the city. So let's find a place for them. I now have every car placed in my city. It's probably not ideal, but it's definitely jam-packed. Look at this traffic jam down Main Street. I really like the view from this side. We can see all the cars gridlocked. They're not moving anywhere. But just peer down this street. Look how lively it is. I like seeing all the buildings on both sides and then ending with the Natural History Museum at the end of the street. And then, of course, you've got the Eye of Sauron looking over everything. Okay, that doesn't seem right. I really enjoy creating lively city layouts and setups, scenes, then doing some videography, and then breaking it down, doing something different. Just like to keep it fresh. I don't know. Haven't been able to keep my Lego City all together in one piece. But what do you think about this layout, Mr. McVeigh? I've scattered some officers around the city. Also built this barricade. We're just going to put that right there because the officers closed the road because there's a Ferrari exhibition going on over here. Gathering. There were a lot of Ferrari cars in the Speed Champions theme back then, as well as Porsches. I did add the layer of tiling to the top of the bricks in the back alley, so I think that looks good, looks more finished off. This officer is wearing a reflective jacket and directing traffic, and I would say this chimney sweep has a pretty good view of the streets down below with the million-dollar cars rolling through. The guests at the hotel are chilling out on their balconies, peering down at the action that's going down on the street. Ordinarily, this is way too many cars for a city street, so now I'm going to go ahead and remove them all. All of them are set off to the side now, and here's what my city streets look like without any traffic. This was a pretty fun layout to work with, but did encounter a lot of stress in the road plates, so not an ideal road structure. There were a total of 11 modular buildings and enough road structure to cover 2 Linman's tables. Well, that's the end of that short-lived city. It was fun. Took a little while to put all of the masonry bricks together. Had to go to Lego store to get more. Now, I'm not done with city layouts though. I want to try something else. I want to have it more open and focus more on the cars. So what I was thinking about was having all of the buildings off to one side and then the roads up front and the cars are all up front and better displayable. Then I don't have to peer down through narrow streets to see all the cars. So gonna try something different, but for now, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. More mock-up cities coming soon.